Hello, Cancer. This is your reflection reading for April 2022. Keep in mind, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. I'm going to pull 5 cards to capture the energy of the situation that you are going to be dealing with in the month of April 2022. We're going to pull a card for the situation, the energy of the situation, how the situation is challenging you, what is supporting you in the situation, what the lesson is that the situation is asking for you to learn, and the guidance on moving forward. Okay, so Cancer, the situation. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the 3 of Swords and the Star card peeking behind it. So there seems to be some events that may occur in the month of April 22 that is triggering you and causing you to be in this energy of just cautious, making you feel cautious. Which caution is not bad. I think being intentional with what step you want to take is good, but you also don't want to be in an energy of overthinking things to the point of paranoia because of a fear tied to a old pain, past hurt, or heartbreak that happened a long time ago. So let's get more clarifiers here for the Page of Swords. Let's clarify this energy. Okay, you got the Ace of Wands, the Star card again, and the 3 of Cups. Okay, so let's see. It seems like whatever is happening in regards to other people being involved. So I think you definitely want to make whatever choices you do need to make. If there's any choices that needs to be made, you definitely want to make that based off of what you want. I definitely get support from friends if you need it, if you want a second opinion, but ultimately don't make your choices based off of what someone else says you should do. Make sure that you take into consideration what they say, because I'm sure you do value their opinion and their help and their support. But at the end of the day, you have to take complete ownership of the choices that you make. So be sure that whichever choice you make it because you want to make it and it's aligned with what you want. With the challenge, you have the Hierophant. So this makes a lot of sense how it could be challenging you, as there may be lots of major shifts and changes happening in your life that could be affecting you from a very foundational, structural kind of way. Let's clarify this as well. You have the 7 of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the 2 of Cups. So for some of you, this is a general reading, but for some of you, this may be in regards to a relationship or a partnership of some kind, where you're kind of questioning the commitment level of it. So this could be, because this is a general reading, this could be about family member, a friend, a business partner, or a coworker, or boss, manager, or even a romantic partner. It's a relationship of some kind. And then you're definitely, gonna be cautious. And so you're wanting to ask for a second opinion from your friends and family, or who your confidants, whatever. And they're gonna have all their own opinions. So again, at the end of the day, the choice is yours, right? Because it's between you and this other person. And like I said, I don't know if I said this earlier, but if I did, I'm just going to reiterate it here. Don't make the choice unless you feel aligned with that choice. So if you're still feeling a bit hazy about it, don't act or have that communication until you have that clarity of what you're trying to communicate. So with the Hanged Man here, it's really about allowing yourself to be the observer, allowing for things to unfold. Maybe you need more information first before actually having that communication that needs to be had, to kind of collect your thoughts and understand where you're coming from and what it is that you want. Whatever conversations that you need to have, make sure you know what you're trying to communicate, and then make sure you determine what it is you want out of that communication, if that makes sense. Like, okay, if you're trying to repair a relationship, let's say, well, this is, this is my boundaries, these are my expectations, this is how it made me feel, and this is what I would like moving forward. Can we work something out? That type of a thing. Because if you don't close it with, if you do have a conversation and you don't close it with a path forward, then you're just kind of churning out these issues with no resolution, right? And I'm not saying that you have to have that the problem like solved before you enter into this conversation, but you have to at least provide something to start off of, so that you can both create that solution together. But you have to have something to start and spark that part of the conversation. So for what's supporting you here is the Magician, you have the World, Five of Cups, and Queen of Swords. So basically, it feels like whether you believe this or not, the ball is in your court. Okay, you're not completely powerless, even though it might feel that way, because maybe this situation is just triggering all kinds of old hurt and pain from the past that is making you feel really insecure about using your voice. But this is an opportunity for you to close out that cycle of insecurity and being heard, But what's difficult when you have these conversations is if you come into the conversations unprepared. So make sure you are very clear on what it is you want to talk about, how you want to say it, and what you're wanting the next steps to be. And you'll be fine, It may not go the way that you want it, but again, you cannot really control the end result of a situation. The goal is to communicate what you need to say in the way that that is aligned with your intention, right? So you can't control how the message is going to be received, but you can control how you are delivering the message. So that is where taking a moment to pause and observe, to get that clarity of what you're wanting to communicate matters here. So the lesson, what is this situation asking you to learn? That's the Six of Swords. Oh. You got Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles. So this lesson is really this situation is really asking you to learn how to deal with these interpersonal issues or conflicts. Maybe you didn't in the past deal with these in a healthy way. So this lesson is learning how to deal with it in a healthy way that is balanced. Yeah. I don't know how else to put that there. So hopefully that made sense. Guidance on moving forward. You have the Ten of Pentacles, which is success, right? Let's see here. You have King of Wands, Two of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. So I think what this really means is if you are too worried about what could happen if you fail, then the energy of the way you're communicating is going to come from a place of fear. But if you shift your focus on trying to make things work, trying to create a win-win situation or a compromise, then the energy of the conversation will be different, and it will not come from a place of fear, right? Whether that person receives it that way or not. A difficult conversation is still a difficult conversation. But again, go back to, with the bottom of the deck here, Ace of Swords, really distill down to what it is that you're trying to communicate, the truth of the message, and what you're trying to accomplish. And so write a script for yourself. Read the script after you've written it and ask yourself the question, is this in alignment with what I'm trying to communicate? And if parts of it doesn't look or feel or sound right to you, then revise it until you get to the point where what you're trying to say is written out on paper and it actually is aligned with what your intention of the message is going to be. So I hope that helps. Thank you for taking a moment to pause with me. If this resonated, please like, subscribe, and click the bell to get notified when new readings are posted. If you'd like to receive weekly readings, sign up to my mailing list. The link is in the description box below. Sending you my love. Bye.